Mercy Chinwo and Eezee.
That's good. That's good.
First, I want you to take sides. We all know the story. Whose side are you taking? Mercy Chinwo or Eezee? You will explain later.
I don't think I can.
No, take side. Take side. That's why I said you should take side. Mercy Chinwo or Eezee?
I think I'll take Eezee.
Eezee side, yes. Eezee side. You choose Mercy Chinwo. Okay. So why do you choose Eezee? In bullet points. I don't want you to drag it too much because I know a lot of people will be like, why are you choosing side? I told you to choose side. So it's not like you're taking side really. Why do you think Eezee is the one that is vindicated here?
Because he's a businessman, and every businessman will want to protect what they have. I should go for
Go on.
Okay, this is it. He signed a deal with Mercy Chinwo business, and they started this deal, and they were about it for a while, and both of them were okay. They were having fun with their business. They were close. They were even close friends while they were doing this business. So where this whole thing started, I think, is when she went behind Eezee's back to go for an event he didn't want her to go, and collected some amount of money behind his back. So which is actually the downfall of any kind of relationship. Trust. We have an agreement. We discussed that this is how we'll be doing this thing. And all of a sudden, there was an event and you went behind my back and went to do this event. Probably
two reasons. Sorry to cut you short. There are two reasons for that. Number one, when artists are growing up or going up, there are some pastors, especially the big pastors, that support them, that not just the record label. Yes. For example, now if you blow up and you are going up, and since I'm here and I know you, am I just like, oh yeah, this is okay, and you don't have a boss, so and then I give you a boss. A boss can be like 13 million boss, and I say take this boss, use it with your crew and be using, and I dash you. Now, November, I now want to have a conference or I want to do anniversary for church or something, and I say, oh yeah, Dale, we're having anniversary. What will you say?
This is it.
No, just answer the question. What will you say?
Yes.
You will now tell me to go and meet your record label and pay 5 million.
No.
So you are going to come if you say that to that record label, they might think you're lying. Because you won't go and tell them when I gave you the car or the box.
That is where the error is.
It's not an error. People have life outside their businesses now. People have life outside the contract they signed. It's not 100% stuff.
We are doing strictly record label. This is not just they
did record label and management.
Yes, and they had a very good relationship.
The good relationship is not like do you know how many things? Okay, now me and you will work together. You know how many things you have done or had that I don't know anything about, and you started doing it or you collected it or whatever here, right here in the same office. Are you a bad person?
No.
So why would you say Mercy Chinwo is bad because somebody else had planted something with her before, and that's just one part. You know the second part. When it comes to streaming, they have three people. I'm not certain about this, but it's three. You have the publisher, you have the writer, and then the singer or something, like somebody that sings. So now the publisher is supposed to be who? Eezee. The singer is who? Mercy Chinwo. Then who is the writer?
Mercy Chinwo.
Eezee now put his name. Oh. And this is it. Because he's the owner of the company and the owner of the studio where they produce. They have producers, but producers are supposed to be the ones that write as writers.
One of the producers came up to and speak at Nedu's podcast. How cheated him. He was the one that produced Mercy Chinwo's.
He did not cheat him. That's what we always say. You know, that was one of the case with Eezee. The thing is, if I employ you as a producer in my studio, I am paying you your salary. You don't have a right to what you produce. I have paid you.
I don't think they were doing salaries.
Salaries. Okay, why is he working? He's working for free.
No, he said they discussed that Eezee called him that I have an artist. Let's work together to promote this artist. Then we'll split the returns. I think that was what happened. It's not like he was paying that guy.
If that was what happened, then Eezee is a big fat thief.
He did that. And when the album started, when that album blew, the album that had SS Love, I think they did about I've forgotten the numbers of songs, but I think it's quite a number of songs. At the moment that album started bringing in money, that was when Eezee had he gave the guy 200,000.
which is where the problem is.
So when he gave that guy 200,000, the guy didn't know what was going on.
Because nobody you registered
yes,
the songs now,
he
so you won't
continued that he
know.
was doing his own detail and was going. And when he now found out that the whole stuff started bringing there's money, he now went to meet Eezee. This thing for the past how many months now? It's only 200,000 you give me, and look at what is happening. That what's up? That was when Eezee had to
remove him.
It is in this podcast.
Because you see how these things are going through. I think when Message Chinwo saw that, and the way they split it, publisher 50% from the royalties, Message Chinwo will now take 25 if you put the writer or producer. They will continue to split. The publisher will have 50%, and then the remaining people will now be splitting 25, 25, 25, or 15, 15 and a half, like that, depending on how many people you are listing. I'm not sure of these arrangement because I never listed any song before.
No, it's usually you put the N, you put the composer. The composer is the producer.
It depends on platform. You know, they have plenty platforms. They use different names. But the real thing I see here, based on what I studied, was his own was supposed to be like 50%. He's supposed to give 50% to Message Chinwo, which is like the singer, writer, whatever. But he now splitted it again to put writer and producer and then Message Chinwo, which means now they will now split this other 50% to multiple places, and then he added his name. So it's not like he's taking 75% and he's giving 25 to Message Chinwo. Now, when Messi heard of that, she obviously got angry, like, what's going on here? And the thing had gone. But you know, in normal life, he was. That's why sometimes if you, and everybody will fall guilty of this, once you see that somebody is talented and you're like, no, I can promote this one, because of the success behind the scene that you know you can do, the girl too will not put things in play very well. Even you will be rushing it. Let's just continue. That's what most people will say. Because if you look at this thing very clearly, Message Chinwo too was not in a hurry, but at least he said one go places now. So she didn't really read, and because you are nothing at that point, you know how much they said they are paid her? $1,550,000.
For how many years?
1.550 is about 4 or 5 years.
Can you imagine?
$1 million is so she has collected billions. That's what it means. You that you are singing on Idol, Joromi, in Idol, small pikin wey dey do like this. All of a sudden you just went. So now, because now they are powerful. You know, when you are starting, even if they give you 10 million, you will faint. But now you are in the business. You have grown. You have outgrown Eezee, so to say. You are now a big person. You are married to a big pastor. Everything is wrong. You are now asking questions. That's what they will say in Yoruba. You no go ask for the knife wey kill your papa if you never touch bazooka. But now I have double barrel. Who kill that papa? Talk or I fire you. So your knife means nothing now. That's what's happening now. So she's asking questions now about what she signed and asking questions. Why are you giving me this or this? Why are you asking me to go and?
And I think she arrested. From VDM's story, Solomon Buchi contacted VDM. Because VDM made a post and he was saying Message Chinwo is an hypocrite. Concerning the video she made, that she does not have bloggers but she have God.
All of them are using emotion, Jare. Who tell you say you no get blogger? You get blogger.
Now contacted VDM. That why would VDM post the video? That as VDM heard Message Chinwo's own side of the story, then VDM started stating out some facts that Message Chinwo arrested. Message Chinwo was the first person that arrested.
Eezee. Yeah, that's true. No, is he arrested? No, he's not arrested. You see,
she used EFCC.
Somebody is money laundering now. You are supposed to remit maybe $275,000 to me, and you have not remitted. They were not there when I signed the agreement, so I went to EFCC to say somebody is owing me and he's not. So they came to pick you up and say, okay, if you have money, if you have money, pay her now. You are like, no, this is not what we signed, and they did not release you the time you paid.
It's just a conversation.
It's an arrest, so you did not let me go to my house for 9 days.
It's not arrest, now they call you for question.
9 days.
9 days. Eezee was there for 9 days. You say it's not an arrest. What you go call that? No, that's over questioning.
For 9 days.
For 9 days, and you now coerce me to pay the so-called artist $275,000. He said he transferred the $275,000 to Message Chinwo before they released him. That means she had, you know, all these Message Chinwo, they will have people in power now, all these big pastors and all. So they did that, and now he's now saying no. There is a reason. I sent you an email of me not remitting this money to you if you are not remitting your own part of the story. But she's also not remitting because you see the problem is you can't even fault Eezee for putting his name as a writer. Because who is your writer? I'm the one that set everything now. Writer, producer. You remember what I told you about this music thing we are doing? I told you, tell everybody, it's not tomorrow you come and say, because I'm a singer and I'm getting anything. Nobody get anything. If you sing anything, you sing them. It's at the discretion of whoever is the producer. Because when people never blow, they go agree to everything. That's why I'm not signing anything. I immediately I put up a song, I relinquish it. The only thing is, if you want to perform it, if you are the one that sang it, you can perform it. So if they call you to show, if they like, they pay you 100 billion, you are not coming to give the producer anything. You can take your, so it's like still 50-50. You take your performance show, we take the stream show. So anybody that now feels like, he helped me blow. If you come buy a car, give your producer. Me too, if you say, now you make me blow. Me too, I buy you house. It's just discussion, but nobody is fighting. Everybody stay. Now, you know the funny thing is, Eezee already blow. Messaging will already blow.
So big guys.
So
What that's the main, because if Eezee wants to sign 300 star people today, 300 people will nakedly raise their hand that sign me, sir. Because they know you have done it for Judikay, they know you have the facility to do it. Now, messaging work can go and start our own rebel today and carry 500 people.
Yes, sir.
So why are they fighting? Which money are they even fighting on? Something that you can sing another song tomorrow and it will have the same impact. So that's why some people are now saying that some people are waging this thing of maybe it's devil that is attacking them. I don't even believe it's devil. Anywhere there is money, devil is there already. Once money is involved, devil sit down, mammoth sit down there already. So this case is just a case of my money and money. And if you look at it, this one might not be popular opinion. If Message was single, she'll probably not fight this fight.
Yes, sir.
Because this Eezee was like her family that time when she was single. But now when you don't marry, loyalty don't change. That's why they were bringing out that they are this thing that they were doing, ticket. Like, loyalty has changed to husband. So if husband say move, you go move. You remember what happened between Koza and what's this guy? Timidakolo and the wife.
Yes,
Can you imagine? Somebody you did not even know by the time you said somebody went and met the girl. Because you are not married to her, you now brought it up again after like 18 years. That's part of what is happening now. That's the way I see it. It's more like some people are telling her, go, don't worry, we dey here, nothing
we dey your back, yes, that kind of thing.
Because why are you fighting on money for God's sake?
Give her ginger.
And that's the scary part for me. You are fighting about money and it's not like you are broke, not like you can make more, not like you are not making more. Till tomorrow now, go and see all the Dunamis, they do program now. She dey there. They are inviting you everywhere. Even if na $1 million, just go, you will make another one. Yes. What are you clearing for? And Eezee is still saying she's still supposed to do another album with them. That what they signed is maybe 3 albums.
That's what he's
No, not 12 years.
No, I think this 12 years, he wanted to impose this 12 years on her. Like he said, she according from her own video, she said he brought out the extra 12 years
contract.
That's normal now.
She refused to sign it.
That's not a problem. It's proposed that Saka, when Saka was 18, the Arsenal brought the proposal. He said he no sign. And some other clubs wanted to sign. They re-increased the money. Maybe it's money. If you give Chinwo, okay, for the past maybe 4 years, 5 years, someone has made like 1.5 or 2 billion. If you now want to sign me for 12 years, how many billion will I sign there? 75 billion now. If you now tell me 12, I'll tell you no, I'm going to do it myself. Because you know I will do it myself. It's like that now. Once your guys are bigger, they'll make money for you. Maybe now 50-50 they share them. They will make money for you. So if I offer you 50 billion, that means I would have made 50 billion. Now they run around, they sing. Now, the thing is, it's like the record labels don't really value these singers. And singers think they are bigger than record label. You see, this thing is bread and butter. Look at Don Jazzy. Everybody that left Don Jazzy, where then they? Korede Bello, Dija, Ricardo Banks. All of them, they enter bush. Because this thing is like 5 and 6. And once they leave too, the record label now needs to go and groom somebody else. Otherwise, the record label too will die. Yeah. So he went for Emma, brought out all these new guys. Because it's a record label, there are more people who are interested in blowing. He will always have supply. And if he knows his onions, he will find a way. Yes. But you now, go find a way. Because you'll be stranded. All of them are always stranded. You think you have money until you start promoting. You know what that Eezee said, which I know for sure. He said for like 5 years, they were the ones that paid our rent all through. As a big artist, they want to promote you. You can't go and be living in Kokomaiko. Exactly. So you have to live somewhere like Lekki and all. Maybe house rent is like 4 million. For 5 years, they were paying your rent. That's about 20 million. That's rent alone. They furnish the place for you. He said, I heard it from a video. Then they said all the cars she was using, they were the ones buying the clothes because they have to brand you completely. I know about this record label thing. So they might have spent 200 million on you before you even blow. And you feel no blow.
Yes.
So when Judikay, they how many blow? Judikay blow. You know blow reach message now. And all the money, and it's not only her. And there are some people in the record label today that have never had their name. And they're still and they're spending money as that.
This lady that sang, is it Esther Oji?
Okay, she's part of them.
Yeah, they signed Esther. They signed this guy too in Koza. Forgotten his name. But he's a very visible guy in Koza too. They signed him recently too.
So you see now and let's assume they spent 200 million on each artist. Because I remember Don Jazzy said that same thing on the podcast then. He said you will spend minimum because you know his own boys are minimum and they are worldly. It's easier to promote worldliness than spirituality. Yes. So he said he will spend about 50-60 million on each artist before you even go out to say me on one particular thing. They will brand you, they will do your image control, they will teach you. He said you go to school for 2 years before you can sing one thing in Don Jazzy studio. He said Rema was the fastest, maybe he said 8 months or 9 months. Because Rema was extremely good before he even came. And he still spent 8 or 9 months in school. Because you guys are going to be going worldwide. Nobody this your Boko Michael behavior. Now you go carry go now. So they have to brand you, they have to train you, words, how you speak, how you carry yourself. If you just go out, okay now, see message you now, meeting up with Pastor Adeboye, Oyedepo, how do you behave when you get in front of them? If they don't train you, how do you become? And somebody trained you for that. So that's why some people are saying maybe message is not good because somebody who fed you don't bite the hand. But message was like, wait and feed, wait belefu, instead try. Because if they teach you and you agree, that means say you self ready for the level. Yeah. So of course the two of them. That's why I feel.
Both of them have their faults.
I'm not even placing fault. I'm just thinking. Find a way to mend your differences. Yeah, your combination is like when P Square fought. We know this one saying be Mr. P, this one saying Mr. M. At the end of the day, where then they? But once you come back, you see, once you are a force, if you started as a force, it works. Only few people go solo and they become something out of it. Wizkid is one of it. That boy get grace plenty. He went solo. In your God, no even there anyway. In your God, no see people sign. Bank it of you.
Go back,
only few people. Only, and if the people of the world, like Olamide let Ashake go now.
Yes.
And without problem, you just told because that's one thing. If anybody wants to leave, you should write it there. They can buy all their catalog. Because you know, as a record label, every song you sing during me is under me. Yes. But if you want to go, I can tell you 500 million. You pay me and then you go. You should have an exit plan.
You mentioned this thing on Tuesday.
I have in and I have out. Every business I do, everybody I employ, anything, there must be in and out. Because even your children will out you one day. Yes. They must go. But you know, people when they are desperate to get something, they can't even read what is that. They just want to sign. Because somebody promised you 12 million now. You don't want to hear anything. Say, I don't blow. But later now, when you are made, you will not be regretting what you signed. It happens to football players. Any signing of anything, this is what really always ends it. Except for few people who are not greedy. Olamide is not. He allowed Ashake go. I think he gave him all his catalog. He just told him this one royalty. You know, there are some royalties that has to be coming just to sustain the whole process. And he took that, which is massive. One of them has to let go. The two of you cannot have what you want.
Yes.
The two of them are fighting.
And Ashake is very big.
Ashake is big.
Moses Bliss, I don't even want to go into Moses Bliss zone because I don't understand. He started off as a record label, which we all know that he started. What was that record label? Nations, I mean, whatever.
Nation, can see Nation here now.
Spotlight Nation, but there's Nation on it. Spotlight Nation. He started as a record label. All of a sudden, he changed it into a music team. So, right when the moment he changed that into a music team, and you write a verse, you write a verse, you write a verse, you write a verse. Let's do it one song. All of us, this thing will last again, because I called you. We had an agreement. I was going to promote you, just like the way this whole thing is going now. 50-50, 60-70, 40-90, anyhow you want to do it. That's your problem. I now entered your record label now. With hopes, high hopes that in the next 5-4 years, I'm going to be something. I'm going to be known. My craft or my gift is going to be flying around the world. And all of a sudden, in 2 months or 3 months into it, you now tell me that I should no longer.
No, it wasn't 2 months. Oh, they were there for about a year. What happened? Let me tell you the politics behind this. This is not documented. It's not like we know. But you know, if you get people in as a record label, remember that you are going to be making money. and you are going to be spending money on them.
Yes.
So if you now look at it and it be like say money where they spend, it don't pass wetin with it. Because at that point, all through their first year, they didn't have any big album
They didn't
or
even
any
release
big.
any song.
So
it was only Moses Bliss that was
releasing song. So in his mind now only my money now I just dey spend. He could not fund it again. You know, he too, in a small picking in BO, he go
He
form
started
a
that,
Face
that
now.
project when he had no.
He for calm down.
No, he had money. You know, there was he won best artist with Christ Embassy like 3 years running now.
Yeah.
They usually give them $100,000. Chris Oyaklemo gives them $100,000 like that. So I think he won like 2 or 3 years back to back. So you know, if you're having 300,000, you go to say everywhere still. You don't build a house. You don't say when it comes to promotion. You know how many see, I can make you popular like this in Nigeria in the next 2 months. It's money. If I fund like 300 million on you like this, everybody in Nigeria will know your music. Why? Because all the bloggers, all the Tunde Ednot, everybody you pay them, they might ask for 5 million, 4 million. You tell them, help me post him 4 times in a month. You give him 20 million. You say, okay, who do you recommend? You recommend 2 other bloggers. They are the main bloggers that once they pick any news, all the small bloggers will pick. And then you just divide the bloggers into a set of threes. And then you go to Twitter, you do that. And then blow one Instagram page up. And then promote on YouTube. Shikena. And then with good branding, you know, this coming out of a car, somebody opening the door for you. And then you go and meet some big pastors for them to use your boy. You can even pay them. I want to sow a seed, daddy, or I'm bringing, what do they call that in tithe? If you take tithe now to, you just carry 20 million tithe to one pastor, you go invite your boy come next month now. That's how the symbiotic situation works. Then you blow. And once you blow, your stream income is coming. But you know what I'm saying now? If I am your producer and I did not tell you these details, you will not know I spent 300 million before you blow.
Yeah, but is it not better to have this
discussion, right?
discussion? Yes.
You don't know what they do. So producer go tell his secret to his singer.
You don't tell your secrets to anybody.
So I will now tell you my secret. I will now give you the roadmap of how you have to get up. So we know now, we no get sense. Like me now, these details where they talk, I no get sense.
No.
Of course, you don't have 300 million, so I can tell you everything. I go do them now. But I'm just telling you, most they won't see anything. You will just be seeing that. You will just be seeing that today don't post me. You don't even know how much you collect. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
Hey, some newspaper will carry you. CNN will come and do interview in your house. You know, you just be seeing all those media moves, and they will arrange it. They have a plaster something from January to December. What they will do for you, all the money, everything is there. They'll just be implementing it like this. Those are things they do under the 2 years when they sign you, that you are busy training your voice, because you have to be extremely good, all of that. They will be planning all the net, how they are going to do tour of the world. They are about this thing, they chop money. They chop money. Oh. That's why you see Eezee now. Does Eezee look like somebody that is a billionaire? You can see, you still wear clothes that they so in neck go still go halfway and all. Because they are spending the money. It's not like they are chopping it. Singers are even enjoying the money more than record labels. Because record label is a company. You are a singer, you are a consumer. Once you sing now, they give you 10 million na your own. If they give $50,000 na your own, you go buy motor, you feel buy clothes, you feel fly go London, But record label, even if they give him $50,000, he's thinking about the next 3 people that are walking into the door that he has to sign. So he's looking at that company and he's rewiring it. It's like reinvestment. That's why can you imagine somebody having $274,000 to transfer to somebody at a spot that they just pick you? You know how much money they have that they are flowing into places. Like all these magicians, they will say they want to do UK tour. You know how much UK tour is? When Apostle Selman went to London, you know how much they say he spent for, say, he do O2 Arena once? Maybe like £2 million or so. Even himself, he said the money they took. Heavy duty. So all those guys is and they are the producers are the ones that do it. If they say the video is coming to Abuja to Transcorp it, you think it's the video that came to meet them? I want to sing on Tuesday. It's all these people that will do everything. His own is when he comes there, he will just everywhere filled. He doesn't even know how they got there. He's not just and then when he finishes, they will arrange his own money.